You are ending middle school. 8th grade, almost over. You're doing finals, the death of the bane of your existence, safe testing. You're doing all these things, but only thing on your mind is next year, high school. Well, I'm going to tell you all the things that you need to know before you start high school. 1. Freshman discrimination is a thing. Now, it's not as bad as it is portrayed in the movies and the TV shows. Oh, all freshmen get dunked in trash cans. It's not like that. It's more like sophomores who just had to deal with it the year before are just, oh, they're freshmen. They don't understand. Oh, they're so annoying. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And to be honest, most of us are. And I'm actually one of the more mature people for my age. So, it's when you're like me, it's annoying when everybody's like, oh, freshmen, oh, just a freshman, ignore them. Well, it's 1 year of your life. Out of, let's say you live to be 80 years old. 1 year of your life is not that much. You'll get over it. Number 2, whether you learn it this year or not, grades matter. Whether you want to get into college or get a job, ever, that matter. In freshman year, you're kind of just laid back. You're getting out of the middle school groove where you're like, my grades don't matter, who cares? But in high school they do. If you want to graduate and you fail all your freshman classes, you will be taking freshman English and math and science, all these classes, junior and senior year. Especially with English and now math in Utah. You will be taking 2 English classes that year. 1 your regular grade and 1 freshman. And you will regret it. You will. And you'll find out that this was the easiest class. You just didn't care enough. Number 3. This kind of relates to number 1 in a way because the full discrimination thing, except getting out of the middle school groove and realizing, I've said that twice in this video already, and realizing you're not on top of the world anymore. 8th grade, you're with 7th or 6th graders. You're the oldest in the school, and you're like, I'm on top of everybody, I'm awesome. And I've noticed this a lot, meeting 8th graders. It's just they think that they're all that amazing people because I'm the oldest in my school. I'm the oldest grade in my school. And then you go to 9th grade, freshman, and you get knocked down 3,000 pegs. And you realize I'm the youngest, and all these other grades don't really pay attention to me unless I'm annoying them or unless they're telling me how much I suck. Freshman year all depends on you. So if you are doing nothing in your school, let's say you go to school with your friends, whatever, go with your friends after that, just friends, that's what school is to you, and nothing else, you are going to hate school. It's just what it's going to be. If you see your friends afterwards anyways, you're going to hate school. If you want to enjoy your school, get into things you like. Like those electives that you need to graduate, make them something you'll enjoy. Like me, this year, this is my last few weeks of freshman year, going into sophomore, but this year, my favorite classes I've taken these electives are drama. That one's easy. I've been involved in drama since I was itty bitty bitty in my first Christmas pageant when I was 5-ish. I think I was 5. But yeah, I enjoy it. And I was in the plays, and I was in a competition, and if you are in these kind of things, you are going to enjoy school. Another thing is, who would have thought, a foreign language. I'm taking French, and I love the class, I love the language. My only problem with it is that at least in my school, I feel like this is a lot of schools, older kids get first pick. Because this is their last chance to get it. But I got into a French 1 class when I was freshman. There's a few of us in there, but, little smallest kid there, because I was born in the summer, so I'm one of the youngest kids in my grade. But I loved it. I love the language. I'm good at memorizing, which goes back to the theater thing. But, I love the language, and it's just so much fun. Only problem, freshman discrimination, especially this one person, not naming any names, but oh my gosh. yeah, you hear anything come out of her mouth, it's about how stupid freshmen are. Ignore people like that. They'll get over it. She's a sophomore. Also, the teacher kind of does that too, even though she's a freshman English teacher. But you'll get over it. It's just how it goes. Eventually, you'll be talking about that to the next year's freshmen. The friends you get. So, if you don't enjoy school, if there's nothing out there for you, the friends you get are going to depend really on how you go through high school. And it's also the type of friends, like, if they're your friend, they're going to help you. But there's a thing, if they're the type of people that don't care at all about, grades or anything, eventually that's going to come back to bite them in the butt. And because people tend to mimic their friends, it's going to bite you in the butt too. And yeah, if these are your friends, go ahead, but don't copycat them. And if you get the right type of friends, the people that care, and I'm not saying the right type, I'm just saying, like, the type that will, I did say the right type, but that's not what I meant. I'm meaning the type that will not come back to bite you. It will be better for you in the long run, but either way, if these are the type of friends or the people that are going to get you through high school, go with it. Number 6. You have probably been dealing with this your whole school career, maybe, depending, but high school kids are mean. Okay, so I personally haven't dealt with this very much. Well, I have, but not directed at me. So, there have been people, always telling your friends, or even you or your friends. For me, it affects me more when it's my friends. But just being like, oh, that's a horrible person. One time, there was this horrible incident happening in class. It was awful. She got in trouble. Anyways, it's this type of things, that high school kids are mean. But you have to get over it. Just their opinion doesn't really matter at this point. All that cares is what you think about yourself. And don't listen to them. Don't let them determine you. Because you're yourself, you're not them. Let them deal with their problems. Because most of the time, when they're saying all these horrible things about you, it's because people have said it about them and they want somebody else to feel their pain. Which is horrible, circle, but it's the way it is. And you'll have to eventually just get over it. I mean, that kind of sounds awful if you're dealing with it right now. But it's true. You'll eventually learn that their opinions won't matter. Eventually they'll get over it. They won't be teenagers anymore, and maybe someday they'll say sorry. Maybe someday they won't even remember you. You don't really know, but it's just the way it is. Number 7. Hope this works this time. It's like third time recording it, because the first one was glitchy. The second one I just kept stuttering. Anywho, number 7. Peer pressure. I've lived in a small school, which can be worse with peer pressure. I go to a small school, which can be worse with peer pressure, but mine wasn't. I haven't dealt with it, but others have. And if I'm ever asked or anything, I might sound like a hypocrite because I've never dealt with it, but I've seen the type of things that all these things can do to people. It's not worth it. Don't do it. It will end badly, I promise. 8. The most important, in my opinion. Okay, this one might sound a little hypocritical, but just go with it. Okay, so it might sound hypocritical because you have to minus out everything I've said. Take away everything I've told you. Grades, peer pressure, bullying, which is awful. Just take it all away and just remember, high school isn't that bad. 4 years of your life. Freshman year is only 1. It may seem like forever. Freshman year has taken way too long. I've got 3 more weeks till grades finalize, and I'm dreading every single second of it. But it's just 1 year. 4 years of your life is high school. And it isn't that bad. If you were watching this now, years after I've made this, if you were watching it right now, when I made it, you know, before 8th grade has even ended. Or if you're watching it July or right before school, just high school won't be that bad, like I told you, and good luck. That's really all I can say.